Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. Happy to be with you. And CD, as we get this thing going, give the folks at home something to keep their eye on.
The running game for both teams, because I think this is going to be an old-fashioned, old-school type of a game. Physical, who wins up front, who runs the ball the best and controls the clock, they will come out the victor.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second down, Vick. And this is going to be incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Now here's Vick. And this is going to be incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Here's Michael Vick. Caught right side, Davis. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Vick operating on first down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing again, Vick on second and 10. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is first and 10 at the 41. Again, it's Vick. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
A second down throw for Vick. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They've got a first and 10 at the 17. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, it has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Ricky Williams, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gold now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Runs over him. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 21. And on the ground they go with a running back. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now they try the right side here. Oh, nice move. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
9 yards on the play and a 1st down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Lock in, lock in. Check, 4 down.
Now a handoff looking right. Spinning away. Oh, and now he bowls him over. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. In on the stop, it's Tahir Whitehead.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
4 down.
And they'll run it here. Oh, eluding the tackle. Gets past 1 man. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense.
We're go, let's go.
Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2.
We go. You see it?
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
All right, I've got to be careful here, all right? He's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his feet as far as he's concerned.
What he's saying, I'm on the plus side of 30.
Well, if you're on the plus side of 30, you all know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there, and let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely, still got a lot of life left in those legs. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Blue. Hey, 18. Blue. Check.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Parkey adds the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
You're right, hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Dumping it off for Johnson. And now running right through him. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Caught left side, Hopkins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Vic now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Throwing, Vic. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. On second down, Vic again. Oh, he cannot get away. Down goes Vic.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Quick.
3rd and long for Vic. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They will indeed go for it. Vic, he's going to launch this thing way down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
And they'll go on the ground, fighting through. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. And on the stop, DeMonte Casey. Well, earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to defend him. I think you used the term bottle him up at different levels. They've struggled to do that.
They certainly have, because when you see them approach, in order to bottle them up at different levels, that front line's got to take care of business. Otherwise, he starts to sift through.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
The reason that counter or misdirection plays work so well is that usually you've given them a reason to think that everything's going to the direction that starts initially. You've run that type of a play throughout the game. You've given them that look, and now you're going to counter things and bring it back the other way. Almost a tendency breaker at times. And a lot of it is making sure.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
They will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. White 90, white 20. Watch 7. Alpha. There we go. Hey, Q9. Watch the safety creep.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. First down, Vick. Steps away to his left. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Blue.
Now they try the right side here. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Hey, 4 down. Hey, 18.
They go play action here on first down. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. This is caught inside the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That goes for a gain of 31. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And Parkey's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case...
And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. And they'll run it here. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. And caught left side, Olsen. And that throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Hang on, we got, you see it, you see it?
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Now Parkey for the extra point. Parkey with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 49 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Vic readies to throw underneath for Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 20. It's a gain of 5. And that'll make it a 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Vic. Buying time to his left. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
I'm coming. Orange.
Vick to the air again. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Deshaun Jackson from 21 yards away. And the Eagles get a score closer. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Gold now out to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
Let's go, let's go. Red, up.
Trubisky now off the bootleg. Oh, wide open, complete. The 30, 20, 10, touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, 83 yards, and the Bears will extend their lead.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football. Catch the rack yardage. That puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
On 1st and 10, here's Vick. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go deep left side. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
The left side completion to Jones. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a 1st down. A 1st down throw coming for Vick. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it there to Vernon Davis, the tight end. And it's 2nd down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. That's going to set him back 5 yards. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Late.
They'll throw again. Here's Vick. Going deep for Hopkins. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Vick to throw it. Going deep for Oh, and now Vick throwing another interception. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. Well, you start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. All right, this is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I'll bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken short. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Right side caught by Jackson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From the red zone now, Vick being chased out left. He's got it. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back to break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in, and they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
They get it to him running left, and there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Let's go.
Here's Vick. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. Mario Addison able to get in there and drop him behind the line. Now Trubisky back into his end zone. Gonna look deep for... And the defense loses him. It's complete. The 40, the 20, 10. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, Are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now a handoff looking right. He spins free. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Hang on, we got, you see it, you see it? Check safety, check safety. Blue, blue. Blue, blue, blue.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And some strong running. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Red, up. Everyone's got 4.
Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. And that is incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And they'll go on the ground. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Trubisky and the troops staying out there. They will go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. That is caught at the 7. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that, saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Vick will look to throw on 1st down. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Brian Urlacher, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
We got heavy. Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51. Orange. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
Vick on 2nd down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Mario Addison in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gault. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports.
That's the end of the game, man.
Good night, everybody.
The reason why I'm showing all this extra stuff is because I wanted to see my offense when it came to a good passing game with a good running game, which it really wasn't that much of a good passing game. All I did was throw 2 deep passes. You know, he was guessing a run, and I caught him at the same time doing that. So this is 223 passing. I tried to get 250, but I guess not. At least I didn't get no interceptions, you know. I only missed 2 passes. And no interceptions. You know. The completion percentage is pretty high, you know. It's pretty good. I only missed 2 passes, even though I only threw it 7 times. Average 31 yards a catch. 98 yards was the longest one. Remind you, I don't pass a lot, so that's why it's looking that good. Rushing, we still average over 10 yards a carry. That is my whole concept to running. Get 10 yards a carry. By the time you get a 1st down, you should be able to get a touchdown. You know, just always analyze and know the move that it takes to get past your opponent at most of your situations. You know what I'm saying? Just know it's always a move to get past somebody. So when you're doing your thing and you see him coming about and you can time it right, do whatever you're going to do. But just do the move that makes sense. And yeah, that's what I be doing. That's what I try to, you know, have in my mind concept and in my gameplay. Walter Payton, 10 broken tackles. Yards at the carry is 12, 78 yards, 220 plus yards, which means I feel like I didn't even run that good if I couldn't get more than 20 plus yards. I thought I had more than that, but oh well. Still averaged 10 yards a carry. And then Jordan Howard, he was on his way to 10 yards a carry. That was the pistol playbook. And yeah. Check out these highlights real quick. But you know what? Never mind. I'm not going to check out the highlights. I already beat them 45-14. I'm not really into embarrassing somebody, so I'm out, man. Bear with me.